My name is Melissa Fowlkes from Hennessy School, and I hope you enjoy listening to my second grade class read to you today.
My name is Martin, and today I'm going to be reading Seagull is Clever. Seagull is clever. Seagull is a big bird. He is hungry. He is looking for fish. Will Seagull get a fish? No, not today. He will not get a fish today. The waves are too big. Where is Seagull going? He is going to get a shellfish.
Is
Seagull eating the shellfish? No, he is not. Up goes Seagull with his shellfish. He goes up and up and up. Down comes the shellfish. Down, 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 down. Seagull comes down to his. Seagull comes down to his. He looks at the shellfish. Good. The shellfish is broken. Seagull is eating the shellfish. He is a clever bird. Thank you for listening to me read.
My name is Jessie, and I'm going to read The Fancy Bear's Trouble at School. Brother and Sister Bear were usually very healthy. I keep on forgetting this one. This one here.
Just go.
Caught cold. When brother came home from school one day, sneezing and wheezing, Mama Bear just knew just what to do. He took his temperature, tucked him into bed, and went right to the phone and called Dr. Grizzly. Sneezing and wheezing and a temperature of 101, said Dr. Grizzly. Keep him in bed, give him plenty of liquids, and keep him from school until his temperature is back to normal. Mama followed the doctor's orders, and little by little, brother's temperature began to go down. I feel a little better, he said. May I get out of bed? I'm afraid not, said Mama. The doctor wants you to stay in bed. But there's no reason why your stay shouldn't be as pleasant as possible. Papa, she said, she called, will you bring a portable TV? Okay. The portable had a remote, and pretty soon Brother was having a fine time switching from one cartoon show to another.
Jessie.
Thank you for listening. If you want to
learn about the ending.
Hear about the ending. Check it out at your local library.
My name is Jill Downing. I'm reading You Are Special. Nobody else. There are millions of people all over the place, but nobody else with my face. I am special. I am special and you are too. There's one of me and there's one of you. Only one me. Only one me. There's more than one bird. There's more than one bee. But there's only one sun, one moon, and one me. There's more than one valley. There's more than one tree. But there's only one sun, one moon, and one me. There's more than one mountain, there's more than one sea, but there's only one sun, one moon, and one way. Talking to myself. Sometimes I feel lonely, then there's no one else about. When my dad isn't home and my mom's gone out, so I take down the mirror frame from up above the shelf. And I sit down and have a chat with myself. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check it out at the library.
My name is Nick, and I'm going to read The Red Woolen Blanket. A blanket for the new baby when he comes. Oh, thank you. I think it will be a girl. Julia had her own blanket right from the start. Julia was born in the winter. She slept in her special coat, wrapped tight as a. She had a band of plastic on her wrist with her name on it. She's as blunt as an egg, said her father, helping himself to another chocolate. Julia came home from the hospital with her new red blanket, a bear, a gray woolen dog, and a plastic duck. Waiting at home for her were a large pair of pants with pink flowers and a beautiful blue jacket, specially knitted by her grandmother. Isn't blue for boys? Asked her father. No, it isn't. Doesn't really matter, said her mom. Instead, under the red woolen blanket, Julia slept in her own basket. Outside, snugly wrapped, smiled in the watery winter sunshine. Nothing worried Julia. Julia grew. She slept in a caught and and chewed the corners of her not-so-new blanket. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, you can check out the local library.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and I'm going to read Little Raccoon and the thing about the pool. Little Raccoon was little, but he was brave. One day, Mother Raccoon said, "Tonight the moon will be bright and full. Can you go to the running stream all by yourself, Little Raccoon? Can you bring back some crayfish for supper?" "Oh, yes, yes," said Little Raccoon. "I'll bring back the best crayfish you ever ate." Little Raccoon was little, but he was brave. That night the moon came up, big and full and very bright. "Go now, Little Raccoon," said his mother. "Walk till you come to the pool. You will see a big tree laying across the pool. Walk across the pool. On the tree, the best place to dig for crayfish is on the other side." Little Raccoon went off in the bright moonlight. He was so happy and so proud where he was walking in the woods all by himself for the very first time. He walked a little, he ran a little, and now and then he skipped. Soon Little Raccoon came to the place where the tall trees grew. There was old Porcupine resting. He was surprised to see Little Raccoon walking. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to listen to the end of the story, check it out at your local library.
My name is Taylor, and I'm going to read Clifford's Riddles. What is black and white and red all over? Newspaper. Clifford dressed up as a zebra. What is wet and pink and holds 50 cans of dog food? Clifford's tongue. What is 12 feet tall, stops at stoplights, and has training wheels? Clifford's bicycle. Name 2 kinds of wood you would use if you made a statue of Clifford. Giant redwood and dogwood. If a dog marries a very small fish, what will their baby be? A guppy puppy. If a bloodhound marries a bat, what will their child be? A vampire dog. What did Clifford do to get rid of dog pounds? He went on a diet. It's sweet, it's furry, it barks, and it's frozen on a stick. What is it? A popsicle. What do you call a wet pup? A soggy doggy. If your dog kisses you, what do you call it? A pooch smooch. What would be a good job for Clifford? He could be a seeing eye dog for King Kong. Where do you find bullies who pick on Clifford's friends? Far, far away. It's safe when it's sad, but when it's happy, watch out. What is it? Clifford's tail. What floats on water is yellow, goes quack, quack, and weighs 100 pounds. Clifford's rubber ducky. He is faster than a speeding greyhound. He is stronger than a Great Dane. and he can leap over a dog catcher in a single bound. Who is he? Super Booch.
No. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to me read.
Smile.
Hi, my name is Amber, and I am reading So Many Bunnies. Old Mother Rabbit lived in a zoo. She had 26 children. She knew what to do. She fed them some carrots and broth and some bread, then kissed them all gladly and put them to bed. One was named Abel. She slept on the table. Two was named Claire. She slept on the chair. Three was named Claire. She slept in a barrel. Four was named Eve. She slept in a tree. Five was named Ellie. She slept on the trolley. Six was named
Frankie.
She slept on the hanky. 7 was named Carol. She slept on the Carol. 8 was named Hank. He slept with his bank. 9 was named Ike. He slept on the strike. 10 was named Jane. She slept in her lane. 11 was named Kate. She slept on the gate. Thank you for listening to me read. Thank you for listening to me read. If you wanna know what the how the story ends, check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Brent, and I'm gonna read Happy Birthday Moon. One night, Bear looked up at the sky and thought, wouldn't it be nice to give the moon a birthday present? Come on. But Bear didn't know when the moon's birthday was or what to get him, so he climbed to a tall tree to have a little chat with the moon. Hello, moon, he shouted, but the moon did not reply. Maybe I am too far away, thought Bear, and the moon cannot hear me. So Bear paddled across the river and hiked through the woods. Into the mountains. Now I am much closer to the moon, thought Bear. And again he shouted hello. This time his own voice announced off one of the other mountains. Hello, Bear got very excited. Oh boy, he thought, I'm talking to the moon. Tell me, asked Bear, when is your birthday? Tell me, when is your birthday? Replied the moon. Will it just be happens that my birthday is tomorrow, said Bear. Will it just so happens that my birthday is tomorrow, said the moon. Bear thought a moment then he replied, I would like a hat. I would like a hat, said the moon. Oh, goody, thought Bear. Now I know what to get the moon for his wishes. Thank you for listening to me. If you want to hear the end of the story, check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Brittany and I'm gonna be reading Big and Little in the Bible. God told Noah to build a big boat because he was going to fill the whole world with water. The boat would keep Noah safe. Noah obeyed God and built the big boat. Jesus taught from a little boat. People liked to listen to Jesus. Jesus told the people that God loved them. Saul was a big king. He was taller than all the other men. God wanted him to be king. Joshua was a little king. He was only 8 years old. When he became king, Joshua was a good little king. God let a big fish swallow Jonah. He did this because Jonah had tried to run away. But God took care of Jonah inside the big fish. After 3 days, the big fish spit Jonah out on dry land. Jonah did not run away from God again. A small boy had 2 little fish and 5 loaves of bread for his lunch. The boy gave his little fish and loaves to Jesus. Jesus fed many people with the fish and loaves. The boy was glad to share his lunch. Goliath was a big man. Everyone but David was afraid of Goliath because he was so big. God helped David kill Goliath. Thank you for listening to me read. If you would like to hear the rest of the story, check it out at your local library.
My name's Cassandra. I know the yuck soup. In go some snails. In go some feathers. In go some thistles. In go some goldfish. In go some socks. In go some shoes. Yuck. Thank you for listening to me read.
My name is Brooke and I'm going to be reading four famous foxes and fox. Dyke. Once down a foxhole lived a family of fox kids. There was Frank, there was Floyd, there were Betty and Farewell, cried their fox mom. I'm off for 5 days in Florida. I feel you can now find food for yourselves. What fun, cried Frank. Filch full from the farmyard. We're fearless, agreed Floyd, Fred, and Lee. In Fox sight. I'm rather fond of rich food. Flipper tent yelled, Flea, what a fool idea. Frank, what a failure to foxhood, the Fowlkes for cry, fiddlesticks and fox sight as the flame feed some family. I thought a fox is a fox, whatever the food. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check it out. Check it out at the local library.
Excellent, Brooke.
No, your name. Hey, your name.
My name is Donna, and the book that I'm going to read is Clifford's Family. I'm Emily Elizabeth, and this is my dog. His name is Clifford. We live in a small town now, but we were both born in the city. One day we went back to visit our old home in the city. Clifford hadn't seen his mother since he was a tiny puppy. She hardly knew him. She still treated him like a puppy. She checked his teeth, and she looked at his ears to see if he had been waxing them. The man told us where Clifford's brother and sister lived. We went to find them. Clifford's sister Claudia lived nearby. She was thanking her owner for a walk. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name's Sean, and I'm going to be reading Racing Cars. Car makers have always wanted to see who could build the fastest car. Drivers have always wanted to see who could drive the fastest. So automobile races were created. Special cars were built just for racing. Many races are held today, and many types of race cars are built. Thousands of drivers compete against each other every week. Most races are local without much fanfare. A few races, though, draw special interest. They are the races in which the best drivers in the world compete major prizes. All race cars share certain elements. They are colorful. They have smooth bodies. They have oversized tires and powerful engines. Three polar types of race cars are stock cars, Indy cars, and Formula One cars. Today's race cars are high-tech machines designed by experts with computers. They are far different from the original race cars which were built a century ago. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of this story, check it out at your local library. Hi, my name is Connor and I'm going to be reading Black Holes. Did you know that a black hole is not really a hole at all? It used to be a star. When a very big star dies, it collapses and forms a black hole. There are many different kinds of stars in the universe. Stars live and die like we do. White dwarfs, red giants, supergiants, and black holes are examples of different stages in a star's life. Some stars last for billions of years, some only for 1 million. Black holes don't start off as black holes. They begin like all stars do, as a huge gas cloud in space. When the gas cloud collapses in on itself, a star is formed. Gas from the original cloud becomes the star's fuel. Stars burn that fuel throughout their lives. When that fuel runs out, the star dies. What happens to a star at the end of its life? That depends on how much mass the star has. Mass measures how much stuff something is made of. Size measures how big something is. For example, a blown-up balloon is much larger than a baseball, but the baseball has more mass than the balloon. That's why it weighs more. Stars with large amounts of mass become black holes, even though they are very massive. Black holes are much smaller than most stars. Thank you for listening to me read. If you would like to hear the rest of the story, check it out at your local library.
My name is Stephanie and I'm going to be reading Greta's Corner.
You need to talk louder.
One drizzly day, Winnie the Pooh decided to stay inside and count his honey pots. I know I had 3 pots of honey yesterday, he said to himself, so I should have 3 pots of honey today. Pooh opened his cupboard and counted slowly. 1, 2. He said out loud, 2. Pooh repeated, scratching his head. Oh, bother. I seem to be missing number 3. I wonder where it could be. Just then, Roo hopped through the door. Come and see the rainbow, Pooh. The little kangaroo called, hopping up and down. Pooh forgot about his missing honey pot and followed his friend inside. There he found Al and Tigger gazing up at the sky. Al said, did I ever tell you what my uncle said about rainbows? He said, there's a pot of gold at the end of every one. What's gold? Roo asked. Gold is something valuable. Al explained. Something anyone would like to have a lot of, like honey. Pooh and said hopefully. No, exclaimed Al replied, putting out his chest. Gold is a shiny yellowish. That sounds like honey, Pooh
who interrupted. Well, it's not, said Al, becoming annoyed. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check it out at the library.
My name is Kayla and I'm going to read Joey. Once there was a little kangaroo named Joey. His mother worried about him, as mothers do. She worried that Joey might get lost. So to keep track of him, she put Joey in her pocket. It was comfortable in Mother's pocket. Joey had his coloring books and his toys to play with there, but he was lonely for someone his own age. I want to go play with my friends, said Joey. Ask your friends to come here and play, said Mother. So Joey invited his friend Billy, and he invited his friend Betty, and he invited his friend Bob, and they all came to visit. At first, Joey's friends had fun dancing around in Mother's pocket, but after a while they wanted to do something else. Let's watch TV, said Billy. I don't have a TV, said Joey. I'll get mine, Billy said, and he did. At first they couldn't get a good picture. Is that better? Asked Billy. Much better, said Bob. But there aren't any programs worth watching, said Betty. Let's play some records. I don't have a record player, said Joey. I'll get my stereo, said Bob. And he did. Betty and Billy helped. They listened to the music and danced. We've played all the records, said Billy. Now what? Let's form a band and play our own music, said Betty. I have a guitar, said Joey. Billy and Betty and Bob ran to get their instruments. Bob brought his horn, Billy brought his drum, and Betty brought her piano. That will do, said Mother. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest, check it out at your library.
Hi, my name is Teague, and I'm going to read Loudmouth George and the Big Race. Look, said Harriet, there's going to be a 2-mile race. I'm going to enter. Me too, said Ralph. How about you, George? Sure, said George. 2 miles will be a breeze for me. I'm going to start training right now, said Harriet. Me too, said Ralph. How about you, George? You guys can train all you like, said George. I'm going to beat you anyway. I'll start my training tomorrow. That night, George went to bed early. He set his alarm clock for 5 o'clock. Professional runners run early in the morning, he said. But when 5 o'clock came, George couldn't get up. Smart professional runners run later, he mumbled. He went back to sleep. It was noon when George finally came downstairs. Going running, George? Asked Mother. In the midday sun, said George. Do you want to kill myself? I'll run tonight when it's cooler. After supper, George got interested in a television show. I can start training tomorrow, he said. In the morning, George saw Harriet jog by. She looks terrible, said George. I'd better get out there and show her how it's done. But when George got downstairs, his mother was making pancakes. It'll wait till after breakfast, said George. After breakfast, George was too full to run. I'm going to really train hard after supper, he said. I may even run 10 miles. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check it out at your local library. my name is Josh and I'm going to read The Humongous Cat. Mr. and Mrs. Mac found a little hungry cat and took her home. Every day they gave her some milk, 2 cans of cat food, and Mr. and Mrs. Mac said, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, that's how you feed a growing cat. The cat grew bigger and hungrier. We must give her more, said the Macs. They gave the cat some milk in a dish, 2 cans of cat food, and 3 spotted fish. Mr. and Mrs. Mac said, a little more of this, a little more of that. That's how you feed a growing cat. The cat grew bigger, the cat grew hungrier. More, said the Macs. They gave the cat some milk in a dish, 2 cans of cat food, 3 spotted fish, and 4 sausages. Mr. and Mrs. Mac said, a lot more of this, a lot more of that. That's how you feed a growing cat. The cat was soon as big as Mr. and Mrs. Mac. Now every day, Mr. and Mrs. Mac gave the cat some milk in a dish, 2 cans of cat food, 3 spotted fish, 4 sausages, and 5 roasted chicken. Mr. Mac said, this is a humongous cat. Mrs. Mac said, she's too big for us. Let's take her to the humongous giant who lives on the mountain. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to know how the story ends, check out your local library.
No, name.
My name is Brandon, and I'm going to read the book course. Here, come here. Dad said James, look at the bumper car. Dad and James looked at the bumper car. Nick and Kate looked at the cars too. Dad can go in a car, said James. Can I go in the red car? Kate said. Can I go too? Kate and James are in the car, red car. Nick said, here is a blue car. Come on, Dad. Can we go in blue car? Look, Dad. Here comes the red car. Shouted Nick. Here comes Kate. Here we come, shouted Nick. Kate. Here we come. Bump. Thank you for listening to me read. Did you feed my cow? Yes. My name is Brandon, and I'm going to be reading Yes, Ma'am. Did you feed my cow? Yes, ma'am. Will you tell me how? Yes, ma'am. What did you feed her? Corn and hay. What did you feed her? Corn and hay.
Did you milk her too? Yes, ma'am. Did you know what to do? Yes, ma'am. How did you milk her? Swish, swish, swish. How did you milk her? Swish, swish, swish. Did you feed my pony? Yes, ma'am. Did my pony eat? Yes, ma'am. How did he eat? Sloppity, slurpit, sloppity, slop. How did he eat? Sloppity, slop. Did you ride my pony? Yes, ma'am. Did my pony go? Yes, ma'am. How did he go? Rockety, rockety. How did he go? Rockety, rock. Did you feed my donkey? Yes, ma'am. Did my donkey eat? Yes, ma'am. How did he eat? Gulpity, gulpity. How did he eat? Gulpity, gulp. Did you ride my donkey? Yes, ma'am. Did my donkey go? Yes, ma'am. How did he go? Buckety, buckety. How did he go? Buckety, bump.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to me read.
What do you love?
Reading!
And who are you?
The Hennessy Puppy Dogs from Route 22.
And where do you go to school?
Hennessy!
And what grade are you in?
Second!
What do you love?
Reading!